Hi, I'm Angela Clarke, author of crime thriller Follow Me and the follow-up Watch Me, which is out now in shops. Today I'm going to talk to you about why technology is the creepiest thing. I know plenty of crime writers, whether it's for television, film or novels, who do their utmost to get rid of technology as soon as possible. The arrival of the internet, Google and of course mobile phones has made things tricky to make sure that you keep things full of suspense and your pace running high. But rather than trying to get rid of technology, I think it's something we should embrace, because actually technology has opened up a whole new level of crime that you might not have thought of before, and actually I think it's quite creepy. We're also connected nowadays, especially on social media. We're very visible. We share who we are, where we are, who we're with, and our locations all the time. In fact, in Watch Me, I have a character who is stalked and then kidnapped after she regularly posts her running route online on Facebook. In turn, this has made us very voyeuristic. We're quite fascinated by other people's lives, the minutiae of them, and it's quite weird to know so much about the person that you haven't seen for 15 years that you went to school with. So we have this tension between portraying parts of ourselves online, curating what we put out there, and also this feeling of being perpetually watched. It's quite a weird way to grow up, and it's quite a strange thing for my characters to take part in, and I wanted to write about that, the darkness that you find in that, those gaps, those kind of sneaky bits, because we are putting a lot of stuff out there. But away from what we're doing ourselves and the sharing that we're taking part in ourselves, technology has also allowed for new different types of crime to take off. There's an app, for example, that allows you to remotely wipe all of the contents of your computer. So if you are arrested, then you can destroy evidence before the police get there. And of course there is online harassment. In 2013, in response to an article that I wrote for The Guardian and one for The Agenda, both of which had a feminist slant, I was trolled. I was sent aggressive rape and death threats online. Suddenly, Twitter, which had been a fun and safe space, became very frightening and very scary. So I took those trolling messages and I thought I would put them to good use, and I put them in my first book, Follow Me. I became fascinated as to why people would troll and what would drive them to do something like that. And part of it, I think, is that we forget that on the other end of the internet is someone real. What if there was the serial killer on Twitter? Would people retweet their tweets? Would they share them? Would they follow them? Would they write 38-degree petitions? Would they lobby for them to be taken down? And ultimately, would they try to solve the clues that the serial killer was posting as to who their next victim would be? And I think they probably would. For Watch Me, I wanted to look at another dark aspect of the internet that has come up recently, which is revenge porn. Before I started researching, I, like many people, believed that revenge porn is solely executed by people who are ex-partners who have had intimate images sent to them during a relationship which they then share online. There are many people who have had images, intimate images, hacked and stolen from their cloud, and those are then what are shared online. There are anonymous message boards where people trade images of girls in particular, but also boys, naked, intimate shots, graphic, ones that may never have actually seen the light of day in any other way. They could have been immediately deleted, but unless they're deleted off the cloud, they're still accessible, and those images are now out there. The internet has basically created a whole new line of offences that didn't exist before. We've had harassment and we've had bullying in the past, but the internet has taken it to a whole new level. Technology is developing so fast that we haven't built the social skills or the laws to keep up with it. And I think it's these new dark corners of technology and the internet and online that are an interesting place for a crime writer to mine. I'm Angela Clarke, thank you for listening, and you can check out Watch Me, which is in shops now.